Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Learn Excel. I'm your Excel instructor. Guys, we have already covered this kind of calculator where we have added the values. But now, let me walk you through, little bit about value function, which actually I feel before I start to the next exercise, let me get you a little glimpse of what we have covered in the previous session. So guys, as you know, we have covered the combo box, how to pull the combo box from ActiveX control, how to make the list fill range, link cell, and everything, and so that we can capture those things and accordingly we can use in our Excel functions. So we have covered already how to enable the developer tab and how to pull com box, how to access the data, and you can see that once you have selection in your com box, everything is coming that way. So this is how you can pull your ActiveX control in your sheet. Now you see the result is not coming whatever we are putting because we have to use value function to convert text into value function. So over here the result is coming correctly because over here you can see in this image we are converting the text into value. Then the result is coming correctly. 15 plus 12 equal to 27. So now you see that value function converts supply string into numeric value. So whatever input is given, that is actually text. And after we get the input, we are converting them into value, and then we are passing that value to range F10. This is the range F10 where the 27 is sitting. Now let me show you an example. You can see the value function which we are using. Inside value function, we are giving in annotated commas 1000 values. Again, in number, that value is stored to a number, guys. All right, to the number. So you can see value function is making that 1000, which is a text, into number. You can read that in the comma box. So this number is coming. So now you know that how to use value function in VBA. So guys, let me you know let me tell you some more things which we'll be doing today with basics of VBA. There is no long coding required. Just one line of syntax is required to handle all the scenarios, guys. Just one line of syntax. So today I will be covering all 11 things here which can help you understand how to do all these things. Guys, did you ever think if I select this area, like someone else should read that on rather than I'm reading? So that's called speech code. So today I will tell you, if I select this, you can see that voice. You can see that you can hear that voice, guys. Okay, you can see the code very well. So let me show you an example. If I just click this, draw that command button. Let me show you. If I write, SELECT selection dot speak, guys, it is very simple. If I select this line, just clicking that. All right, if I select everything, guys, then see what happens. So now you guys, that this simple line of code we have done this way. The overall ultimate objective of the session is to kindle interest in you to explore more opportunities with VBA. So now you know that whatever I have prepared for you to help you, the basic task can easily be automated, and this is the start where you should know how to do this. So it is clear now we have done this. How to you know make the tool speak your data. This actually we have done now. So I hope it is clear to you, and this is amazing. It gives you kind of different feeling that someone else is reading. You must have heard about ebook or something. Generally people tell the stories. They are great raconteur. They actually know that what audience likes that. But this is actually Excel. If you really want something else, like if you are building a tool, you want some message should be given to the user who is sitting. Congratulations, your tool is run, data is correct. Kind of message you want to pass on. So you can do lots of things, guys. So let me tell you how to auto fit the data. So let me do that now. How to auto fit the data? Let me go back to my this code. How to auto fit the data? If I tell that cells dot select, okay, so if I do cells dot select, what does it happen, guys? You see that it happens this way. It is selecting everything, guys. Cells dot select. All right, you see that cells is getting selected. So now cells will select. Now if you do that, selection dot auto fit. So guys, now if you do that selection dot auto fit, if I do this way, let's do that. You know, it is giving an error. Selection dot auto fit. So we have to do that way, or let me just check. Selection dot auto fit. It's not working, guys. So what will happen here? Let me remove that code. Selection dot auto fit. So how you can actually selection, or maybe you can write cells dot entire row. You can see that intelligence list is coming. Entire row dot auto fit. So yes, you can see this is the statement which I am getting now. If I just select that, you know auto fit entire row is getting auto. If I make this way, guys, now after I click that, the result is in front of you. If your data is in this way, whatever, you can't read this, so just auto fit. Got my point? So this is how you can make your code more efficient and intelligent. So this way you can perform lots of calculations, guys. So let me do some other task. How to unwrap and wrap the text by using VBA. Let's do the same coding in that. So what is the syntax, guys? If I put that, let me put some data. Let me put this data somewhere, somewhere, okay, somewhere here. All right. So what will happen, guys, if I put E1? So if I just park this button here, even has the value. If I write just one line of syntax, one line of syntax is required. A1 dot. You can see that. You can see in the intelligence list this is coming. You can see this is true, or you can set this to false also. You just click this. It is actually, see that now if you click this, nothing is happening. If you make it false, see that what happens now. It has come back to normal now. So if you just select this and go to your data, you can see if you go to home, wrap text is there. So the same thing we are doing with code, guys. All right, the same thing we are doing with code. Even dot wrap text true or false. If you make it true, see A1, we have put A1 over there. All right, now if you make it even, see the result. Even actually nothing is happening, guys. So you can see even dot wrap text true. It's already wrap text. If you make it false, let me check that. It is, see that wrap text is over now. So these are all basics which we are covering in this session. So this is also clear, guys. All right. Now we have to control the font size and color with VBA. So how to control the font size and color with VBA, guys? It's very simple, the syntax you don't need to remember. If you just do that first, it will be easy. So let me take another kind of code we will write, and the value is kept in my I4 value. So you can write and range I4. This is how you have to call the code dot font. You can see once I'm putting the font dot bold, font dot bold equal to false. So if you just you can see that control B we are doing, it is getting font. If you do control B, the font is not bold. That if you just click this, the font is nothing. You can see that font dot bold false. If you make it true, and now you see the result. If you just click this, font is becoming, I want font size also to be controlled. How you can write? You just write this way, range I4 dot font dot size equal to, you can give, suppose I want to give 29. Let's see what happens. This is 29 size. How you can see that? You can see Calibri 29. So if you want this kind of this so let me just, this is the font style or font dot name. So if you put font dot name equal to, you can just copy paste this, and now see that it is already there. Let me put to different suppose let me Calibri again, and see what will happen now. Nothing is happening, guys. See, it is Calibri. So what actually should we write? Font dot name equal to if I put Calibri again, let me check. Wow, why it is not working, guys? If I put Bell empty, all right. So you can just put font dot name equal to Bell empty is not coming, guys. So this is actually the scenario. So let me tell you, if you are not sure about something, which format you're applying, just go to record macro. You can just put something and select this, and now go to that, I want this format, and stop the recording. Such a small coding can help you understand better, guys. All right. So now you see that selection dot font dot name, whatever we are putting over there, so you can have an idea from there that has to be in inverted commas, guys. All right, that we have already covered. So now the purpose of this to help you, if you do something wrong, code will not move ahead. So if you pass on this code, it will get you an error, because if you just do that way, it will work, guys. Font dot name. So now if you just see that, what is the font name? This. If you see that it has changed, and this is the one which we have passed on to the code now. If I want Arial, maybe Arial, right? Let me see that if we make it something. If you just click this, what is the font, guys? This is the one. You can see this has become now Arial, guys. So I hope it is clear to you guys. So you can control your font, size, name, everything. If I want font dot, like, let me just type this way, control C, font. If I do font dot name equal to, guys, if you don't know what is, next, so you can just search here empty. So if you do empty, see that what actually options you're getting, in that. So this is called intelligence list, which can get you more options, guys. Okay, so I'm just writing font dot italic. Let me just explore font dot italic. Font dot italic. Okay, font dot italic is coming. Now you don't know what we have to write. So just see that, if you just write this, if you just run this code, see what happens, guys. Here, see, font dot italic equal to true. All right. So it is asking this command, right? So you run this command. So now see that once we have done that, it is getting you this result, font dot italic. So now this line of syntax code is very much useful to understand before you get into advanced or intermediate level. The basics: range dot font dot bold true, font dot name equal to Arial, font italic true. Now you want underline actually. If you make it false, let me get this normal, guys. Okay. So now you see it has become straight now. Now what we should do, that if I write range F4, guys, range F4 dot un underline, underline is not there. So font, you have to write font dot underline is there. So that underline has come equal to true. So now if you write that, underline has come, guys. So now it is covered in our session how to control the font, how to control the size, how to control the color and everything. Now I want to control the color also. So maybe I can write font dot color equal to VB. So I don't know how many colors are there, but I can tell you, if you just write VBGR, you can see VB green is there. Okay, VB red is there. So now if you just see that VB red is there, with VB actually you can see with VB green everything is there, but you don't need to worry about it. If you just put that and you just run the code, you see it is red now. Let me show you, the colors actually we have with us. These are the colors, guys, we can use, in our coding. So you can see that VB black and VB red, VB green, VB yellow, VB magenta, VB cyan color is also there, and VB white color is there. So these are the colors. If I want VB magenta, you can just copy over there and see that this color is telling you this way. You can see this is the color. If you want VB cyan color, CYAN. CYAN. This is one of my favorite color. So you can see this is the favorite color of mine, and see the color is changed now automatically. All right, and remember these are the colors we can use. But again, why we should restrict you to only these colors: black, green, yellow, and so on. Guys, there are lots of ways where you can choose your own color. So let me show you some examples, guys. Let me take you, you want some different color, go to more color, go to custom. In custom, I'm telling you RGB color. RGB means red, green, blue. So this is the combination where you can select the color to your choice, guys. All right, let me take you there again. And custom, I want this color, or maybe I want this color. All right, this color. So once you do that, so what happens, guys, you have to be very careful your color. Suppose I want something like that. If you know the RGB code, so 238, and I want 232, and I'm putting 242. Maybe this color you want, but this color is not defined over here. This is kind of some kind of combination of some colors you're getting. Maybe you can say light gray color or something. So now how to get this color over here? So very simple, guys. If you know the RGB code, you can read that 238, 232, 42. So I will go to my code now, go to developer. And another thing, if you go Alt F11, if you select Alt F11, is the shortcut key to go to the VB editor. Alt plus F11. So if you press Alt F11, it will take you to the code editor. Now I want font.color RGB color. You can write RGB, and over there you can write inside that 238, 232, 242. So this is, again, you can use that if you wish. Now see that this is the color we want. If you want something else, you can use your own. Suppose I want 242 here. Maybe it is up to you which color you want. You have to explore that color first, then you can see that. All right, I hope it is clear to you guys. Let me make it VB green or VB blue. Now you see it is coming back to normal now. So I hope it is clear. You can see these are the colors in VBA we can use. Apart from that, we can use our customized color, which are made up, which are combination of any of some colors. There you have to put this line of code, RGB code, which actually we did earlier this way. All right, let me do control Y, or if I get that, maybe let me put again VB black. All right. So I hope you guys are enjoying the session, and there are a lot more things we have to cover now. This we have done. Let me take this way, and now unmerge and merge the cells. Unmerge and merge the cells. Guys, if I just select this range, if I select this range, or maybe if I take, let me take this data somewhere else. I'm putting over there. All right, unmerge and merge cells. If I have to merge these, B, C, D, how will I merge that? Now you can write this line of code. Let me put this there and double click over there. SELECT selection dot merge. Selection dot merge, guys. So whatever you select, it will actually go merge now. Selection dot merge. No, this button is not there. This is, yeah, guys. So we forgot which button we have used. Now you see this is the button we have to use. So that's why it is very much mandatory for you to understand. You have to rename that button also. So now you just go there, merge and unmerge, merge and, yeah, merge or unmerge. You can write anything, unmerge, and you can just see that, right click, and you can stretch the button. All right, now you see whatever area you are selecting, it is merge now. All right, now if you have to unmerge this area, you just put selection dot unmerge. All right, see, these are all basics of VBA code where you can't do without them. You have to understand why I'm learning this, because it is nothing. You don't need to worry about it. Once you do that, everything will get into your head. You can retain it for forever. Selection dot unmerge, this is just simple English, guys. Okay, selection dot unmerge. If I just select this area, you can see it is unmerged now. Everything has come back to normal. And I hope you understood this now very well. So let me just make this again. How to convert the formula into value with VBA. This is again amazing exercise now. Suppose you have some formula across this. Suppose you have some formula across this sheet, and you have to convert everything into value. All right. So how will you convert that into value? And suppose I have some formula over there. I'm just making some of these things. All right. So now you see this is actually the formula. I have sprayed across my tabs or across my sheet. Now I have to convert everything into value. There are two ways, guys. You can just control C and control V with simple Excel, exercise. You can do that. But what if we have to write this in a code? How we can, achieve this? How to convert the formula into VBA? So you can just, go to your, developer tab, and you can use this ActiveX control again. You have to use one line of code. Active sheet dot used range dot value equal to, just put the same line of code again. So this line of code again, and after that I will tell you how to write the code in the module also. So if you just see, the formula is visible everywhere. Once you click this, everything has been normal now. The formula is gone now, guys. Okay, the formula is gone now. Even you can't get it back now by control Z. To see that control Z does not work, because all the control Z, all the things actually recorded here. You can see this is the history, where if you do some value, suppose I'm doing 1, I'm putting equal to 1 plus 1. So you have made 2 3 options, guys. Whatever you are doing over there, everything is recorded here. You can see that list. You can see on the top undo typing and all, whatever you do. Okay, everything is recorded here. You can see all the things are recorded. If you have to do control Z again, you have to do, we have removed everything. We have come back to normal now. So once you run the macro, see now, if you just put this equal to 1 plus 1, what is happening, guys? This actually option is recorded. You can see on the top it is recorded 1 plus 1. But once you run this, it has become into a value. But you can see that last option, undo last option. Okay, if you do control Z, nothing actually working. Understood, guys? See, it is not converted it back into formula. So now it's clear. If you have some formulas, let me make one more formula for you guys. Maybe it will be easy for you to understand better. If I multiply this value by 10, so you can see 20. So there is a formula. So formula can be anywhere, guys. It can be at the very last, or maybe at fifth lakh, or 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs rows, whatever. All the formulas. You just click this, the formula is gone now. It has converted everything into value. What? There's just one line of code. This is just one line of code, guys, you have to use over there. So read this code. This is actually one line of code. What is that code? Active sheet dot use range dot value equal to active sheet dot used range dot value. So these are all basics. If you really understand that, it can really save lots of time yours. So now, how to convert that formula into value, this is also done. So one of this is also we have covered. Now how to convert the date and time format in just date with VBA. So how we can achieve this? How to convert the data, like how to convert the date. Let me put it date and time format only, date code only. So guys, let me put some dummy date over there, or maybe some kind of date. If you have, you can just that line of code I will tell you. Let me put some code, guys. 1 minute. So guys, let me put some data over there. Date. Maybe I'm putting date minus 10. This is my data. All right. And I'm putting plus time value. I'm putting 6. let's see that what result we are getting. Okay, so if you get this data, let me just put control 1. So let me make one kind of dummy exercise for you so that you can understand better. And now if I do HH MM, maybe HH MM SS. All right. So suppose we have this kind of data, or maybe let me drag this now. All right, Control Z, or maybe I'm putting some more data in that way. No, it's not working, guys. Okay, let me tell you something new. Maybe let me put 20. All right, 620, or let me go to my control 1. Okay, let me remove that HHMM is fine. 620, or maybe let me put this much of data and make some formatting for you guys. All right, let me put it down. How we can do that? DD MM YY, and then you can write HH MM. So let's see that what result we are getting. So this is the format we have applied. I want to do some more kind of stuff so that it will be easy for you to understand. Suppose I have this date, okay, 628, or maybe let him put now 1. So guys, I have this kind of data. Let me put one more line where I'm putting 13, and maybe I put 7. So this is my data. I just control C. I'm putting control C, control alt V, V. So guys, what did I do? I made a dummy date with time. So time value I'm giving 6:20 a.m. and so on. Actually, this is my data. All right. If you see that control 1, it is actually date. If you convert into date, it comes in a date format. All right. So now let me show you an example. Control 1, it comes in a date now. If you just do this way, date, it has become a date now. The time has gone. But now how to achieve this entire things with VBA? So let me show you an example. Very simple. If you have such kind of data where you don't want to do control 1 or something, it's just one line of code, guys. Okay. So you can see that selection dot number format equal to mmdd yy. So this line of code you can use. So now you saw that uh, before it had time, but now the format has become normal now. So just one line of code, selection dot number format equal to mmddyy. You can make your own format here also. So this is also clear, guys. Let me go to my this. We have done this last one as well. Now for each loop with VBA, guys, for each loop with VBA. So since you have already I have an idea about how to get into do until loop. Do until we have already covered. Do until we have already until loop we have already covered. Today we will cover for each loop, guys. Why I want to cover this so that you will understand that why loop are so important in any coding. For each loop, guys, in VBA, this is actually basic VBA kind of session I'm giving you, where I'm just helping you to understand the kind of elementary of VBAs, like how to start, what should we know before we get into intermediate level. What is worksheet, guys? This is the worksheet. What is the worksheet name? Sheet 14. And if I'm writing in a1 cell in VBA, what should I write? Range a1 dot value equal to x. So x has to come over there. What is x? X can be either variable, or either x can be your text. So if you have to enter text, it has to be in inverted commas. If you have a number, so number should be just number. No inverted commas required for numbers, guys. So for each loop we'll talk about today. Suppose I have some numbers, rand between. Guys, I want your attention here. This is amazing exercise where I'm teaching you today about for each loop. For each loop, it is very much necessary when you start coding. So I'm just giving you brief idea about it. So I want between 12 and 30, 12 and 30. I want some random values. These are my values, guys. All right. You can see these are my values. Control B I'm doing. and control C, alt control V, and I have converted all my values into all my formulas into value, because the formula we have applied, and all the formulas we have converted into value by using alt control V. All right, now I have to highlight all the values which are kind of almost, maybe I have to highlight all the values which are 18 and 16. So wherever 18 and 16 is you know coming, those cells I want to highlight with my color green. How to achieve the task? So now you see the address of this D7. This is my D7, guys. Okay, right somewhere D7. Okay, and now it starts from here. What is the end? This is the end, guys. P28. So this is, guys, my range P28. All right, this is my range, and this is my selection area, guys. Okay, so now I'm telling you about you know for each loop, guys, for each loop. So if we talk about for each loop, what comes to your head if you have such exercise? You have to highlight all 18 values and 16 values. Of course you will go to conditional formatting, but now we have to automate the task. How we can automate this task? It means we have to travel all the cells, because VBA or any coding goes very faster. You won't even come to know the task is done. The time you take to blink your eye. Again, I'm telling you, the time you take to blink your eye, the automation performs the result, guys. So now automation is getting you the result in just couple of seconds. As I mentioned, this is my range. So now go to developer tab, and now let me tell you another way to writing the code. Let me tell you something new, and let me get you out of ActiveX mode now. If you have to write a code, if you have a data in anywhere in the tab, so you have to go to Alt F11. Alt F11. All right, and do Control R. So guys, you know that if you don't have this kind of things, all right, so what you have to do, you have to go to Insert and Module. So module will come over there. Second module, we are putting the code. So here you have to start your code with writing sub. Sub, you have to write uh, color cells. All right. So color cells is your module, just routine, subroutine name. So any code you write, you have to start with sub. So once you write sub, or this is the code name, and then it will end with end sub. So inside that you have to write the code. So now, as I mentioned, how to write the code in VBA when you declare any variable. See, in Visual Basics for application, we talk about range. What is my range? Either you can tell this is my range. All right, D7 and P28. But now we have to loop through all the cells, guys. I know it will be little tricky for you, but stay connected, stick to this code. You will understand now why do we require the address of the total. So you can write that if you have to declare or define, if you have to declare any range, so you can write dim. With keyword dim we have to write dim. Okay, so now you have to start dim your any name, suppose rng as range. All right, so what you have to do, this is actually range. So now this entire thing is my range. So that range has to be declared, so that if you assign rng equal to this, so code should know that this is a range. All right, so dim rng as range. In VBA, if you have to declare some variables, they starts with either dim or private, either dim or private, dim or public. All right, or we have constant also, but that is fine. You remember only these three: private, dim or public. If you have to use that kind of variable everywhere, so in the worksheets you can use kind of public variable on the top. And if you have to private, you can use private also, so that you can use anywhere in the same module. All right, so now let me show you an example. Dim rng as range. Set rng equal to, I'm telling selection. So understand now, I'm not restricting my code to just to this range. I'm telling whatever area I'm selecting, that that's the range actually. So now you see that this is my range, and set rng equal to selection. Guys, whenever we declare anything as a range, this is the variable name, data type name. So you have to be very careful. It has to be in a proper way. You cannot use some kind of special characters while declaring your data variables, guys. Okay, that I will tell you. You don't need to worry about it. But little by little, you understand what actually we are doing here. Dim RNG as range. Okay. Now set RNG equal to selection. So guys, now you know that this is my range, and this range is not restricted to D7 through P28. Whatever area you are selecting, the entire area the code will work. Now in VBA, actually, we were talking about our variables. Actually, let me tell you something about that. If you're declaring a variable, in VBA, actually it's actually good practice always, to declare all the variables in the beginning itself. I have noticed lots of people, they actually write the coding, but they don't declare that. So always remember, you have to declare the variables, in the beginning itself. So actually, and let me tell you one more thing, you know, variables are, kind of special values. They are stored in a computer memory. All right. So to name the variable, you have to be very careful. If I just put this, if I run this code, it will not throw an error. You see that, press F8, it will not throw an error, I tell you. So now you see it is working fine. Now you see that it is working fine. Okay. But now the time I used, space over there, range 1 2, my variable, it is giving an error, guys. Okay, so understand that. And you cannot even use space, so over there I tell you. And if you write range dot data, that is also not accepted in the code. So understand that if your code is admitted, it will get you this kind of result where no error is happening. So you just notice that dot, which is called period, is not allowed when you declare the variable. And you need to follow some kind of rules where space is also not allowed when you declare a variable. And it should not start with number also. You can see if I tell that kind of one or one, see, it's not taking. So it is in front of you now. So you have to be very careful while you do such kind of code. And it will be easy for you to understand. Now let me start with coding, where we have to highlight. So I'm putting highlight the cells which which are 18 or 16 values are there. Okay, so where we have, let me write that, where we have 18 and 16. So now let me tell you, we are talking about for each loop, guys. For each loop we are using here. Okay, for each loop, how we can write that? So it's very simple. For each cell in RNG, I will tell you lots of things, guys. Okay, in this, like how to get rid of such things. Now understand what is cell. Cell is again a variable because you have declared only range. Okay, so you have to tell that again, dim cell as range. Guys, let me tell you something. They are my own word. You can write RG also, any word you feel. You can write any cell, you can write any, anything. If you feel FH, dim FH as range, any word, let me do that for each FH. But you have to be very careful if you can understand that. So now I'm using if statement. If FH dot value equal to 18 or FH dot value equal to 16, then when you write then, it has to be closed with and if. So you just select this area and press tab. So indentation is also required, guys. Okay, you have to be very careful. So now what you have to do, that if the condition is met, see, for each loop it has to be closed with next FH, and now this is perfect. If and fh value equal to 18, then it should be this. Understand now, statement if statement we are writing in two lines, always it has to be closed with and if. Always remember that. If you follow my videos, you will understand now. This is actually the exercise which I will be covering soon, where it will be easy for you to connect where with nested if function. All right. So now you see this line I'm using in two, two lines or maybe more than one line. That's why and if is required. And now if the condition is met, you can tell that fh dot interior dot color equal to VB green or whatever color you want. All right, VB green, guys. So now you know that. Let me select this entire segment. All right, now let's run this code. So now it is asking for each FH. So now FH as range. So now it is not working, guys. Okay, because RG is there, so we have to change that RG. All right, if I run that, it is working. You know that is working because what happens earlier we have defined RNG. Okay, so we have put RNG over there, but we forgot to remove N. So it can be your own code also. You can write RNG. So for each RNG, and now you can put RNG. If I remove the color from this, all right, now see what happens. So since you know no fill, I'm no fill. Since you know that, I have changed again RG to RNG because that's my own variable. I have to decide which name I prefer. Now, if you write that, it is working with just how many cells our tool, our code has covered. How many cells are there? You can see at the bottom at the status bar, we have 286 cells. Guys, within just seconds, maybe we are late in blinking our eye, but the code is not late. You can see that within just seconds, maybe fraction of seconds, it has really performed this task. The objective what we had to achieve 18 and 16, wherever it is found, it has to color them green or any color you want. So now you see that wherever 18 is there, it has done that, right? This is the code we have written. So, first we will write small code, then we'll write bigger code, but this is how we write. So again, the objective of such kind of basic VBA session is to help you understand what kind of task you can automate. And of course, if you have to automate bigger tasks, this is the basic. You have to understand this basic, guys. All right. Now, let me show you this also we have done. Let me color that. All right. How to attach this workbook. How to attach this workbook in email with VBA, guys. So there is just one line of code. Let me tell you what is that line of code, guys. That's one of my favorite line of code. If you have to use it, please use it. Application dot dialogues. So guys, you can see that application dot dialogues. Application dialogues. You can just click this. Now see that automatically this list is coming. So send email somewhere is there. You have to search send email. If you don't remember, just write Excel dialog. Okay, DIALOGSE. Yeah, send email is coming. Send email is. So you just need to show that dot. Yeah, so this is actually the code. Now you understand. We have saved this code, and this is the button, guys. Now you see the magic. Once I click this, see what happens now. You saw that result in front of you. It has opened that email interface or email with attachment, and you can just send this email to anybody else, guys. Okay, so now this task is also we have covered, and I hope you found my session useful. And now see that another thing, how to protect the sheet, guys. How to protect the sheet. Let me take it somewhere else. Maybe let me take it here. All right, in sheet 16, how to protect the sheet. I want to protect sheet 16. How to protect that? And the code we have to write here, go to developer, go to insert and ActiveX control, guys. Active sheet dot protect password, PROTECT, protect. What you have to write? Active sheet dot protect 123 you can write, and comma you can write 2 and comma again 2. So what you are doing over there is a syntax, guys. Okay, So now see that, does it work? So it is actually protected, guys. You can see unprotect. Okay, you can see that these are the options we are getting. If you click somewhere else, you can see all the options are enabled. But once you click this, you can see all the options. Unprotect sheet is grayed out. Now how to unprotect that? You just put unprotect, guys. Unprotect. So you can remove this line and see the sheet is unprotect, guys. You can see everything. So it is not coming, guys. All right. So what you can do, that press F8. So press F8, unprotect. Is it working? You can see that it is working, guys. All right. Now if you have to protect, unprotect, everything is you. Now if you have to unprotect, you can write just protect. It is protect now. Yes, it is protect now. All right. If you have to unprotect, you can write just unprotect. So you can see it's still not unprotect. So now if you go there, it is unprotect now. All right. So you can write some kind of code which actually can help you. Such kind of syntax you don't need to remember. You just need to little practice, then it will retain in your brain for forever. And today we have covered all the scenarios where you can practice yourself. This is the VBA basic session, and I hope you found my session useful. Keep on watching my videos. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.